let us discuss about the UV spectrum of disubstituted benzenes. Now, disubstituted benzenes means two substituents may be present at the 1,2 position side by side, which is called as ortho disubstituted benzene. Two substituents may present at the 1,3 position, means one carbon gap, that is also called as the meta disubstituted benzene, and two substituents may be present at the 1,4 position, which is also called as para disubstituted benzene. So 1, 2, 1, 3 and 1, 4, these are the three positional isomers possible for disubstituted benzene. Now, out of all these cases, the best thing which we can be able to understand by recording the UV spectrum of disubstituted benzene is first of all, the two groups are present at the para position. I mean that 1,4 position, and these two groups are complementary groups, means if one group is electron donating group, the second group is electron withdrawing group, and they are present at the para position. So top right corner in the square box, that skeleton is available. What do we mean by the complementary groups are present at 1,4 position of the benzene ring? Now the example of this, now coming to the examples are para-nitrophenol and the para-nitroaniline. Here the that is lambda max of para-nitrophenol is 318 and the lambda max of para-nitroaniline is 381. This is nothing but the B band, and in this case the B band is having the high epsilon max, that is for the para-nitrophenol it is 10,800 and for para-nitroaniline it is epsilon max is 13,1500. Now this effect means hyperchromic effect and the redshift, these are less in the ortho compound and the meta disubstituted benzene. So for one comparison we can take, that is orthonitrophenol and the para-nitrophenol and the meta-nitrophenol. The best values, I mean highest lambda max and highest lambda max are seen in case of the para compound. The data is available for the meta, it is 274 nanometer in comparison with the 318 nanometer, and the corresponding epsilon max is also there will be high value is for the para-nitro and phenol, whereas in the meta-nitrophenol this epsilon max value is only 6,000. Now this is equally applicable to the para-nitroaniline also. If we compare the lambda max and epsilon max of para-nitroaniline with meta-nitroaniline and the orthonitroaniline, in case of the orthonitroaniline and meta-nitroaniline, lambda max as well as epsilon max, these values are less in comparison with the para-nitroaniline, where the electron donating group and electron withdrawing group they are present at the para position. Here electron withdrawing group is nitro and electron donating group, in one case it is NH2 and in another case it is OH. Now in the para position, next is now reason why it is like this. In the para position, from one corner to the another corner, the elaborate extensive delocalization is possible, whether it is para-nitrophenol or the para-nitroaniline. This delocalization, once you see that resonating structures are available, and if you compare all these things with the monosubstituted compound, that is also available in the middle of the page. One right hand side square box is there, that is nitrobenzene, aniline and the phenol has these B band values 268.5 and the epsilon max is also 7,800. So in comparison with the monosubstituted compound or in comparison with the ortho disubstituted compound and the meta disubstituted compound, the maximum value of lambda max and the epsilon max goes to the para disubstituted benzene, where one group is electron donating group and other group is the electron withdrawing group, means they are complementary groups which are present at the para position. Now based on this we can be able to distinguish which is the electron donating group at the para position and electron donating and electron withdrawing groups are at the ortho position. Suppose this is PABA versus anthranylic acid. PABA, the complete form is it's a short form, it's an abbreviation of para aminobenzoic acid, and the anthranylic acid is its ortho isomer, that is ortho aminobenzoic acid. And as because NH2 group is electron donating group and the carboxylic acid group COH group is electron withdrawing, the complementary groups are present at the para position, so therefore the maximum lambda max as well as the epsilon max will be available in case of the PABA. Comparatively, anthranylic acid will be having the lower lambda max as well as the lower epsilon max. Now let us come to the condensed systems. There will be two types of series are available under condensed systems. If the rings are joined linearly, then those condensed systems are called Asine series, and if the rings are joined angularly, then that is called as the affine series. The examples of Asine series, let us first discuss the UV spectrum of Asine series: benzene, naphthalene, anthracene, tetracene and the pentacene. As we increase the number of aromatic rings, proportionately conjugations are also increasing. So right from the benzene to naphthalene, naphthalene to anthracene, anthracene to tetracene, tetracene to pentacene, there will be conjugation will increase, so therefore lambda max also increases. Now here the values, so if conjugation increases compulsory, we will be having the red shift, means the lambda max as well as the the height of the UV spectrum, that is the epsilon max also will increase. So this is an example of the red shift and the hyperchromic shift. So if the conjugation increases, lambda max also increases, epsilon max also increases. Now tetracene, pentacene, hexacene means the 4 aromatic rings are joined linearly, 5 aromatic rings are joined linearly, and the 6 aromatic rings are joined linearly. They have lot of conjugations and they absorbs the visible light, means 400 to 800 nanometer. Not the UV zone, means the 200 nanometer to 400 nanometer. So as a result of this, when electronic transition, if we observe all these things with our eye, then they will show a specific color, as because they absorb the light in the visible region. But in the visible region means VGO. So if we what will be the color of that particular compound which is absorbing a particular wavelength in the visible region? For that we will be having the complementary vision chemistry, means VBGYOR. If we make it in the 2 columns, removing I indigo, then if violet light is absorbed, then the color will be yellow. If yellow light is absorbed, then color will be V. If it is yellow light, blue light is absorbed, then orange color will be seen. If the green color is absorbed, then red color will be seen. If red color is absorbed, then the green color will be seen. So tetracene will be orange yellow, and the pentacene is the blue violet, and the hexacene is the dark green. So examples of affine series means it will be not linearly fused, it will be angularly fused, and the example of this is the phenanthrene. If we compare the lambda max of phenanthrene and the epsilon max of phenanthrene, both are less than if the 3 benzene rings are linearly fused. That if we compare this data with respect to anthracene, then we will be able to understand that in phenanthrene lambda max is less compared to the anthracene. Now this at the down of this page, it is pictorially represented how the red shift is happening right from the benzene. E2 band it is highlighting, and the curly arrows are there at the last, that represents the benzenoid band. So benzene to naphthalene to anthracene to tetracene and then pentacene, how the E2 band and the B band are gradually shifted towards the right hand side. Next, coming to stilbene. Stilbene is actually nothing but 1,2-diphenyl ethene. This molecule will be having the two diastereomers. If the two phenyl rings are in the same side, then that of the double bond, then that is called as the cis stilbene. And if the two phenyl rings are in the opposite side of the double bond, then that is called as the trans stilbene. Cis stilbene can also be called as the Z stilbene, and the trans stilbene is also known as E stilbene. Now, in these two compounds, I mean these two diastereomers can also be distinguished by recording their UV spectrum. The trans compound, where the two phenyl rings and the two hydrogens are in the opposite side, that will be having the higher lambda max and the higher epsilon max compared to the cis compound. So the lambda max of the trans is more than lambda max of cis. Epsilon max of trans is greater than epsilon max of the cis. In this way we can be able to distinguish the trans stilbene and the cis stilbene. Now next is reason why the trans stilbene has the more lambda max and the epsilon max compared to the cis compound. Now coming to the lambda max, here and the two phenyl rings are in the opposite side, so there is no steric crowding and everything is in one plane. So from one corner to the another corner, complete delocalization of the pi electron cloud happens. But when it is a cis compound, then the cis compounds ki two phenyl rings are in the same side, so there is some steric crowding because the two phenyl rings are in same side, so they are not exactly in one plane. So while writing the resonating structure, one condition must be fulfilled, that is the participants in the resonance must be in one plane. So in the cis stilbene, they are not in one plane, little they are out of the plane, so which disturbs the complete delocalization of the pi electron cloud. So if we think in terms of the resonance, in case of the cis stilbene and the trans stilbene will be having the better resonance because two phenyl rings are in one plane, because they are oriented in the opposite side. Cis stilbene, their delocalization is there, but delocalization is less compared to the trans stilbene, because in cis stilbene the two phenyl rings are in the same side and there is some steric clash between the two phenyl rings. Now, so this can also be represented in terms of the ground state and the excited state. The trans is more stable compared to the cis. So the HOMO of the trans is low lying, more stable compared to the HOMO of cis stilbene. And when it comes to the transition state, they are, the excited state, they are also LUMO of trans is more stable compared to the LUMO of cis, but in the transition state the steric crowding is more, so the gap between the the LUMO is more compared to the gap between the HOMO. So in this way we can see that the energy requirement for the pi to pi star transition for the cis compound is more. So if it is more, so if we transfer it into the wavelength and the energy, they are inversely proportional. So as because in the cis compound energy required for the pi to pi star transition is more, so lambda max will be less compared to the cis. Lambda max will be less compared to the trans. And coming to the epsilon max is more in case of the trans, because the target area of this is more. The phenyl rings are oriented opposite sides, so as a result of this, the transition the target area is more in comparison with the cis stilbene. So therefore the epsilon max of trans stilbene is more compared to the epsilon max of cis stilbene.